ranking all the Friday the 13th movies from worst to first, according to me. So let's get to it. Welcome to Trees in Space. And I know what you're thinking. Where's Nate? Well, this is Trees in Space One Shot. And what is that? That's whatever we decide we want it to be. Today, it's me ranking all the Friday the 13th movies. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to go through these kind of quick because I don't want to waste your time or mine. Like I said, the list is my list, so I don't have to give you reasons. Number 12 is Jason Goes to Hell. The only reason they made the movie was so Jason can meet Freddy and they can have the crossover later. It's a terrible movie. So next on this list is Jason Takes Manhattan. And the only reason it's above the Goes to Hell one is because at least Jason, the character, the one in the mask, is actually doing the killing. That's it. This movie's irredeemable. Finally, we have the last of the trash Friday the 13th, and that's part 5. The movie itself wasn't that bad. But it's because it's not Jason. It's someone else. And no one watches Friday the 13th if Jason's not in it. Especially by the 5th installment. And now we get to Freddy vs. Jason. I know, people's like, why is that so low? It's not low, it's just there's nowhere else to put it. It was a fine movie. It's probably some of the best acting. But it wasn't Friday the 13th enough for me. I know they had to share time with Freddy. But that's the reason it's where it is. It's not because it's a bad movie, because it's not. And now I'm going with Jason 10, or Jason X. It's ludicrous, I know, but the whole series is ludicrous. How can you not really just love Uber Jason? How can you not? And it's just a lot of fun. And the way they make fun of themselves, the movie makes fun of itself in a few scenes, that's just classic. And now, the reboot. I like the reboot. It's the best acted and the best filmed. It's the best movie. But there's no nostalgia there for me. So I can't put it any higher. I have no good reason except I liked other movies more. But it is a good movie. So, Friday the 13th, the original. This is my list, okay? The movie's fine. But Jason really isn't in it, and I watched Friday the 13th to watch Jason, okay? The kills are great. And it was the first one, so you have to give it props. If it wasn't the first one, I probably wouldn't put it this high. Then comes Friday the 13th 3D, which is the third movie. This is the movie where Jason gets his iconic mask.
Yeah? Are you still out there? I can't hear you.
it was in 3D, and the 3D effects were good. I mean, they aren't what they are today, but they were still pretty good, especially for my 12-year-old head or brain. I thought Jason was scary. I thought everything about the movie was by the numbers perfect. So we are down to, I think, the last 4 maybe. And the next one on here is Friday the 13th 7, The New Blood. This is someone with telekinesis. Her name is Tina. Versus Jason. She kicks Jason's ass. It's beautiful.
Now fuck you both!
The reason this movie's not higher is because the end. The end was terrible. I don't know what they were thinking, but that last 3 minutes of that movie could just be thrown away, trash. They could have done almost anything but what they did. Friday the 13th Part 2 is the next one on this list. It is a great follow-up, maybe better than the original, and the most realistic of all the movies, if such a term could be used in this slasher franchise. Oh, and one of the best kills of all time. So, the second one on the list, the second to top, the runner-up, Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, Part 6. This is where Jason becomes a zombie. And some really great kills. It's just a really good movie as far as a Friday the 13th movie. But I did not like the end because they're at the camp and there's a lot of children there. And I wasn't worried about the children. I knew nothing would happen to them. So it kind of just defeated the whole purpose of everyone going to get killed. So. Well, you already know what number 1 is. It's Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which is part 4. If you're a Friday the 13th fan, you've been watching this, you know it's number 1. It's your number 1. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It has twins. It has epic kills.
Ted! Hey, Ted, where the hell's corkscrew?
It has pretty good acting. It has a vicious Jason. It has a good final girl. It introduced Tommy Jarvis. I mean, and this is where Jason dies. Number 1. Easy. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle off what I think the best Friday the 13th movies are. Was I right? Of course not. But you tell me what your favorite one is. Or at least the top 5. Enjoy Friday the 13th. And come back and watch Trees in Space. Remember, we have a new episode every Monday. Hit the notification bell to remind you. Have a great day.
What?